mukha, Adho Mukha, Adho Mukha. Good girl. Good girl. Nice down dog. We're going to start class today in child's pose. Sit back towards your heels. The knees can be apart or together, whatever feels better for you. Bring the rib cage down towards the thighs. You can have the hands back or forward, or make a pillow with your hands if you like. And just take a couple of breaths to let your mind quiet down and to tune inward. Start to breathe in through the nose, draw the air towards the back of the throat. Feel the back ribs expanding as you inhale and let your body relax as you exhale, soften. And then reach the hands out in front of you if they weren't there already. Move up to the hands and the knees. If you have sensitive knees, put a blanket or something under your knees. Or double up your back. And press your back up towards the ceiling, come into cat stretch. Go wide with the shoulder blades, tuck the chin and the tailbone under, pull the belly in. And inhale, bend the back, tilt the sit bones up, press into the palms, pull the chest through. Sternum lifted. Take a few more like that. Exhale into cat stretch. Bend the back. And inhale into dog. Also cow. And exhale, round cat. Inhale, dog. One more time, exhale, round cat. Bend the back, inhale into dog. And turn the toes under, lift the knees off the floor. Come into downward facing dog. Make sure the weight is even across the whole palm of the hand. The hands are about as wide as your shoulders. Pull the shoulders back. Feet are parallel, about hip distance. Gently tilt the sit bones up, but drop the heels down. Try to have a nice long line of energy from the hands down. Hands right up to the hips down to the heels. And then feel free to move around a little bit in the first down dog here. You can bend one knee, walk in your dog, and bend the other knee. Stretching the toes, the calves, the hamstrings, the Achilles. And then just walk up to your hands. Bring the feet up to the hands. And come into a standing forward bend. This being the first one, or any of them actually. Maybe soften the knees, hang down. If you want a little more support, you can put your hands on a block or take your hands onto the legs. If you want to hang freely, you can maybe grab the elbows, sway around a little bit. Relax the neck, let the head just hang. Try to get centered on the feet, even from the right to the left, from the front of the foot to the back of the foot, from the inside of the foot to the outside of the foot. And then soften your knees, let the arms hang, and slowly tuck under and round the back to come up to standing. And once you're standing tall, Salutation. Inhale, reach the arms up. exhale. And inhale, lift the chest. Maybe you take a little bit of a back bend. And then exhale, come forward. And I want you to grab the hands behind you, interlace the fingers, straighten the elbows, fold forward. See if you can move the hands off of the back, maybe over towards the floor. And then take the hands down, step your right foot back, come into a lunge, and let the knee go to the mat. So again, if you have sensitive knees, have a towel or a blanket handy to have under your knee. Just stretch into the front of the right leg, the hip flexors and the quadricep. And then take the hands onto the front knee. If anything is too difficult for you, just stay in the stage before. So if you can't do this, keep the hands down. If you're able to reach the arms up, and maybe take a little baby back bend. And then take the hands down and step into downward facing dog. And then let the knees come back down to the floor. Come into more of a dog tilt than a cat tilt. Bend the elbows, take the chest and the chin down towards the floor, and pull forward, lay down on the belly. Lift the chest up and come into Sphinx pose. So bring the elbows and the wrists apart. Make a nice long neck, lifting up out of the shoulders. Pull the elbows back to pull the chest forward, and then squeeze the shoulder blades towards each other to pull the front shoulders back, pushing the tops of the feet into the floor. Take one more big inhale, and then let the hands slide back. Come into Cobra pose, come back onto your hands and knees, turn the toes under, come back into downward facing dog. And step the right foot forward, lunge. Let the back knee come down. Stretch into the front of the left leg. And if you're comfortable taking the hands off of the floor, you can move the hands to the front knee, or stretch the arms up overhead. Maybe adding a little baby back bend. And take the hands down. Step the left foot up to the right foot. Reach around behind your back. Interlace and then switch the finger cross. So you put the other index finger thumb on top. Bend forward again. Let the hands come up and over. And then drop the hands down, reach forward, inhale. With a flat back, come on up. See if you can arch the back a little bit. Take the hands to Namaste. And inhale, reach forward and up. Exhale, fold forward, grab the hands behind you. You have a choice, take the hands to the floor and step the left foot back, or try to balance on the right foot and step the left foot back. Without touching the floor. And bring the arms up, inhale. And take the hands to the floor, exhale to downward facing dog. Look up, bend the knees, bend the elbows, take the knees down, or hover. Scoot through to Cobra pose, or upward facing dog. Exhale to downward facing dog. Step the left foot forward. Let the right knee go down. Inhale. Bring the arms up and down to the floor or directly behind the back, balancing. Step forward into a forward fold with a shoulder stretch. Reach forward and up. Inhale. And take the hands to Namaste. And we'll do that again, right and left. Inhale, reach up. And bend forward, exhale. Grab the hands behind you. If you need to, then take the hands to the floor. If you can, step back without touching. And bring the arms up. And step to downward facing dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Bend the knees, bend the elbows. Inhale, come on up to upward facing dog, Urdhva Mukha. Back to down dog, step the right foot forward. Take the left knee down. Inhale, take the arms up and open up. Grab the hands behind you, fold forward. You can leave the shoulder stretch out if it's too much. Inhale, arch. And Samastitihi, and then the left side. Inhale, stretch up. And bend forward, grab the hands behind you, exhale. Step the left foot back. Inhale. And downward facing dog, exhale. Bend the knees and elbows. Touch the knees and go to cobra or hover and go to up dog. And downward facing dog, step the left foot forward. And take the right knee down, inhale. Bring the arms up and open up. Grab the hands behind you, exhale, Uttanasana. Reach forward and up, inhale. And Samastitihi. We're going to take the sun salutation one more time, the same sun salutation. If you have a pair of blocks, it's kind of interesting to try it with your hands on blocks. If you don't, we'll do the same thing we did last round. So I'll demonstrate it with the blocks. Put one on each side of your foot. And the same beginning, inhale, reach up. And exhale. If you're comfortable taking the shoulder stretch, you can add that. Either take the hands to the blocks or to the floor or step back not touching. Inhale. And then take the hands down onto the blocks. Exhale to downward facing dog. Look up, bend the elbows and knees. Take the knees, chest and chin down and come through to up dog on the blocks. Inhale. Let the whole front body stretch. Other option, you could be in cobra pose. You might not use the blocks at all. Exhale to downward facing dog. Step the right foot forward and take the left knee down. Inhale. Bring the arms up and open up. Grab the hands behind you. Exhale, step to the front. Fold forward, reach forward and up. Inhale. And Samastitihi. And the left side. Inhale up. And exhale, fold forward. The hands can be on the blocks or behind your back. Step the left foot back. Inhale. And exhale to downward facing dog. Bend the elbows, bend the knees. Inhale, cobra or up dog. And exhale to downward facing dog. Step the left foot forward. The blocks do make it easier to step forward. Inhale, bring the arms up and open. Uttanasana. Exhale, reach forward and up. Inhale. And Samastitihi. Inhale, reach up again. And fold forward, exhale. Again, step the right foot back. Straight from here this time. Keep the back leg straight. Take a couple breaths here. Breathing. Now, with the hands on the blocks, and you can even make the blocks higher, try to straighten your front leg. If you can, flex the foot back. Back foot can be pointed forward, so the legs are parallel. And then reach the left arm back and around, circle it around and take a twist for 3 breaths. And take the arm back around where it came from. Bend the front knee and reach forward, exhale. And let the hand come back. Inhale, circle. And exhale, reach forward. Inhale, circle. It's like revolved triangle pose, sort of. Exhale, reach forward. And one more time. Inhale, circle around. Let the arm do a full circle around this time. And take the hand back to the block. Take the front foot down, step the right foot in a little bit closer and take the heel down. So we're in Parsvottanasana. Bend towards your left leg. And then lift the chest, step back into a lunge, turn the back heel down here, square off the shoulders and lift up into Virabhadrasana 1, Warrior 1. Looking straight ahead or up for 5 breaths. 1 and 2, 3, 4, and 5. You can take the hands onto the blocks or onto the floor. So onto the blocks only if you can do chaturanga, otherwise use the floor. Bend the elbows, chaturanga, upward facing dog or cobra with the hands on the floor. Inhale, and downward facing dog, exhale. And step the right foot forward. Come into a lunge. And start to straighten the front leg. If you can, flex the foot, sweep the right arm around in a circle, and for 3 breaths, take a twist, reaching up. Circle the arm back around the way it came up, and exhale, lunge, reach forward with the right arm, and sweep it back, circle around, inhale back to the twist, and exhale, lunge forward 2. Circle around back to the twist, inhale, and exhale, reach forward. And one more time, circle around, inhale, and let the arm come into a full circle and come back onto the block. Unflex the front foot, step the back foot in a little bit closer, and fold forward. Come back into a lunge with the knee over the ankle, right knee over the right ankle. Turn the left heel down to the floor, the left foot about a 45-degree angle in. Square your shoulders and lift up out of the right hip to Virabhadrasana 1. Looking forward or up. And take the hands down, either onto the blocks, I'll show it this time without, or not. On the blocks you can do chaturanga. Here you could take chaturanga or go all the way to the mat. Come to up dog or cobra pose. And then into downward facing dog. Now, if your hands are on the blocks, go ahead and take them to the floor. Inhale, sweep the right leg up behind you for 3 breaths. Just reach it up towards the sky. And exhale, step the right foot forward. Come to Warrior One. We were just here on this leg. We're passing through and then open up to Virabhadrasana 2. To Warrior Two, look to the right hand, middle finger, relax the shoulders. And then take the palm up, reverse warrior. Reach back. Don't let the left hand lean into the side of the knee. You can lightly touch the leg or bring it up higher or wrap. And then straighten the right leg. Come upright, step in closer, and take triangle pose. Uttita Trikonasana. Reach out to the right side. Take the right hand down. Open the left shoulder over the right. Look straight ahead or up. So for triangle pose, some of you might choose to use a block, or the hand can be on the leg, or grabbing a big toe, or pressing into the foot. What you don't want to do is lean into the hand. And then stand, inhale, and parallel your feet. Prasarita Padottanasana. Inhale, lift the chest up. Bend down and touch the floor, exhale. And lift the chest up. And fold all the way over. Straighten the arms. Then take the feet a little bit wider than you would normally maybe have them for this stance. Bend the right leg, exhale. So the left foot stays on the floor. Come back up to center, inhale, and bend the left. And inhale up. And go to the right side, exhale, and straighten. And to the left. And one more time, take it right. Exhale, inhale up, and take it left. And then come to the right, and you might want to have a block or two. See if you can get your elbows down onto a block or onto the floor. Keeping the left foot rooted, the outside of the left foot down. And then come back around to the front into a lunge and step back to lower to the floor or to chaturanga and up dog and downward facing dog. From down dog, take the left leg up for about 3 breaths. And exhale, step forward. Come into Virabhadrasana 1, Warrior 1. Inhale. And then open up to Virabhadrasana 2, Warrior 2. For 5 breaths. 1. Look to the left hand, middle finger, relax your shoulders. And reverse warrior. Straighten the left leg, step in a little bit closer, let the hip shift to the right, reach out to the left for a triangle pose, Uttita Trikonasana. Try to stack the right shoulder over the left, try to have the right wrist over the right shoulder. Maybe the hand comes onto a block or onto your foot, or lightly touching the floor or taking the big toe. And then inhale, come on up, parallel feet. Take the hands to the hips. Inhale, lift the chest up.
And exhale, this time grab the big toes. First 2 fingers and the thumb. Inhale, lift. And exhale, fold forward, bringing the crown of the head down towards the floor. And flatten out the back. Inhale, take the palms down. Exhale, take the feet a little bit wider. Bend the left leg. Exhale. And straighten, inhale, and the right. Exhale, inhale to straight and left. Exhale, inhale up and the right. Exhale, inhale and the left and the right. Exhale, inhale and come to the left. And here you might use the blocks or put your elbows on the ground if you can for about 5 breaths. Come around to the front, and one final time. You could use the blocks if you want to. If you're liking them for the chaturanga up dog, sometimes I do. You can step it back, plank pose. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale to up dog. If you're on the blocks, cobra pose if you need to, on the floor. And one final downward facing dog. So we are going to go to sit, and you're welcome to walk forward and sit down. You could practice jumping through with your hands on the blocks. So I'm going to show you a couple things that you can try. If you want, put your hands on the blocks and move the blocks a little bit closer in so you feel secure and stable, that your hands are secure and stable. You want to bring the shoulders right over the palms of the hands when you jump through so you can get some balance. So trying to bring the shoulders right over the hands, getting stable there. Let your feet go past the end of the mat. So that's with straight legs. You can also practice coming through with bent legs. Again, try to get the shoulders to come up over the hands so you feel secure. And you can drag the feet through. And if you want to try it without the blocks, you can do those same 2 options. Bent legs, coming to here and pulling through, or straight legs. It's a little harder, obviously, without the blocks. Try to get the feet to the edge of the mat. So it's something to practice with, play with. So sitting, take the right knee open wide. Sit tall, inhale, bring the arms up. Janu Shasana, bend to the left leg. Take 5 breaths here, 2. And 3. And 5, and sit tall, and let your left leg open to the side. The right knee open in the other direction. Slide the left hand down the left leg, open up the right shoulder, and take a side bend, breathing 1. And 2. So I'll do this a few ways. I'll keep the sit bone down and just see where I can get to with that. 3. And then those of you who can reach the foot, still try to roll the right shoulder open the floor. And here my right sit bone's off the floor a little bit. And then come on up and switch sides. Come into Baddha Konasana for a moment, sitting tall. I'm going to take the right leg out in front, pull the left knee open wide, inhale, reach up, and exhale, fold forward. And then inhale, come on up, open the leg to the side, and stretch towards the right leg, the left arm up. Inhale up and take the right foot to the left again, Baddha Konasana. This time, those of you who are able to out of forward bend, start to bring the chest out over the feet, maybe grabbing the feet or walking the hands out in front of you. Sit up and bring the knees together and lay down on your back. Bring the hands along the side. Move the ankles so that they're under the knees. The feet pointing straight ahead. Lift your pelvis up, grab the hands beneath your back, and open up the chest. Work the upper arms in towards each other. Looking straight up towards the ceiling. 5 breaths. So ideally you brought the upper arms in so close that the back of the neck is off of the floor. You could roll a little toy car in the space behind my neck and the floor. And then come down to rest. And take either bridge pose on the shoulders again, Supta Bandha Sarvangasana, or Urdhva Dhanurasana. Take the hands under the shoulders. Lift your hips. Maybe stop on the top of the head. Bring the elbows in, lift the sternum up. And then push the arms straight. Exhale, come on down. If you did Urdhva Dhanurasana, if you've got one more in you, go again. Bridge pose, you're welcome to do that again, or just take a little rest. Exhale, come on down, give the knees a little hug, rock from side to side. And then sit up. Take the legs out in front of you. Reach the arms up, inhale. Come into Paschimottanasana, exhale. Let the back round and let the head just hang here. And then come back onto your back. So you can opt for the more modified Viparita Karani. If you have a block or a couple of blankets, you can take this against a wall. Just elevate the pelvis and bring the legs up. Or, if you want to take shoulders down, you can bring the feet over the head. Open up the chest as much as you can. Again, so you come on the back of the arms and lift up to shoulders down. Sarvangasana. Slow down your breathing. So keep the big toes touching so the legs don't rotate outward. Reach up with the legs, keep energy there, but don't tense up the seat. And then slowly start to bring the feet over your head towards the floor. Without forcing, just see if the feet touch the floor. If they don't, keep your hands on your back. If they do, you're welcome to take the hands off the back, interlace, stretch them away from the toes. You can also bend the knees here towards the forehead or towards the side of the head. And then straighten the legs if you bent them. Slowly roll down. Keeping the back flat as long as you can. If you did the shoulder stand plow, take Matsyasana, bring the chest up and release the head back, fish. And then you ease back down. And if you want to grab warmer clothing or put a blanket over you or cover your eyes, do whatever you need to do to prepare for Shavasana. And and stretch out the arms and the legs. Close your eyes and allow yourself to rest for at least 5 or 10 minutes. Namaste.